I'm just going to. I had this idea in my head, and I've got a couple other things that I would want as a TV thing. I'm not going to go too much into detail about it, but I am going to just say a bit about it because I want to, and I think it'll be a fun idea. But one thing which I've always wanted to see as a sort of something about this sort of like thing, and I know it's very, very stupid. I admit that. When you see these two things, you will see why. So I am going to introduce this to. I'll be doing episodes with Criminal Minds. Fully have. And there are also some episodes I would like to talk about in the future. It's really exciting. I think I'm near to the end of most of them. Because again, I prefer the earlier seasons and the later ones. But overall, I still liked all of it. And I'm just like, out of the notable ones, I think the earlier ones, and I might not talk about this. What would I do after that? I don't know. I'm going to be fully acknowledged. There's some stuff with December, so I am going to do a thing where it's like, and here's what I'm going to get out of like my head encounters, because I don't know. But one of the things that I think is really good and exciting with this all is one of the things that I absolutely found so exciting as an idea because of Criminal Minds is, and I know this does exist, you do get stuff like this, definitely with anime. There's definitely a bunch of animes that have this idea. I know one where the first mystery is about like one kid accidentally turning into a werewolf, and then he comes back, and then one of the villains gains power based on things he sells. I forgot the name of that. I'm doing a full like thing where it's like, so it's like, so I wanted to watch an anime where the villain gets powers by selling stuff. Yeah, I know it does exist, and there's even one Western which is Get Boy Detective. But I'm going to be honest, if this does exist in other stuff, and I would like to watch it more, which is a murder mystery Criminal Minds, where you get several murders, and ghost and magic exists. I know that's contradictory, where detective work is trying to solve a murder with all the things intact, and trying to prove that magic does not exist. Even the other one where it's like, oh, demons don't exist, this doesn't exist. And then on the other hand, fantasy is about showing how magic works. So I know they're like two completely different ends, but I want a murder mystery with magic. I know that sounds insane, but it's one thing that I've always going to be an insane idea, and I've always thought it would be cool. So yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and good night.